I'm Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how I make my olive tapenade. Now, olive tapenade is just an olive spread that is just very simple and quick to do. This is my spin on it. There are as many variations as there are fish in the sea, but this is just my version of it. It's quick, it's simple, it's easy, it makes a great starter, or it makes, it's great finger food to have at your Super Bowl party or any kind of get together that you're having. And you can make this days in advance if you want to, or you can make it 5 minutes before your party. But before we get started, let's go over the ingredients. You're gonna need some Kalamata olives pitted and some green Italian olives that are pitted. You're also gonna need some capers drained, some garlic, some fresh parsley, lemon. You're gonna need some freshly ground black pepper and some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. You do not need any salt for this recipe because your base, of course, is your olives, and olives are very salty. Now, these are Italian green olives that are pitted, and I get these at the olive bar in my supermarket, and they're coated in like a little bit of olive oil and some hot pepper flakes, so they got a good kick to them. But if your supermarket doesn't have them marinated in hot pepper flakes, then just add just a small pinch of hot pepper flakes to this recipe. But other than that, it's that simple and easy. Now you can do this in a pestle and mortar. You can just, with a knife, you can just chop everything super, super fine. But I like to do this in a food processor. It makes my life a whole lot easier. Now in here, I'm gonna put in my olives, some fresh parsley, 1 big clove of garlic that I just halved, and some capers that I've drained. I'm also going to put in a squeeze of lemon, which is going to be the small lemon because it's not that big, so it won't be that juicy. And I'm not going to put any oil in there yet. The reason why is because I want to give this a head start before I start to add in my oil. But I do want to add in a bit of hot pepper, black pepper. Now, traditionally, you're supposed to add anchovies to this. I do not like raw anchovies. I can taste them if they're not cooked, and I don't like that. They're very fishy. If I cook with anchovies, it's got a totally different flavor. It becomes whatever you're cooking really salty and delicious. But when you eat them raw, I just can't do it. They're very overwhelming for me. But if you like them, then just add a few anchovy fillets to this mixture. That's it. Now all I'm going to do is close this up and pulse it until it's nice and chunky. That's nice and coarse. I just want to give it a scrape, right like that. I want to make sure everything gets blended well. Put the lid back on, and now just pulse it and drizzle a little bit of olive oil through it. You don't want it to be like a lot of liquid, but you just want it to come together as a paste. That looks good. Oh, it smells fantastic. I love that. I'm just going to put this in here. It's still a little bit coarse, which I personally like, but you can, make this super, super smooth or leave it even chunkier than I'm doing. It's up to you. To each his own. Makes the world go round. Put it in a nice little bowl, and you can serve this with anything. You can serve it with some vegetables, such as maybe some celery, some red bell pepper strips. You can serve this with some cucumbers, and I like to serve it with some baguette. It's my personal favorite. You can toast it or leave it as is. Now, the more it sits in the fridge, the better it tastes because all the flavors kind of get to know each other and get really sort of marinate almost. So I do suggest making this a little bit in advance so that it tastes a little bit better, but it's perfect. I just love this so much. It's great served on top of grilled fish, grilled chicken, in a sandwich. Instead of like mayo or mustard, a layer of this, slices of tomato, some mozzarella. The easiest, most delicious sandwich ever. That's it. That's really good. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me. To get this recipe and others, go to www.laureninthekitchen.com. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.